Tinubu's daughter debunks threat messages to Igbos ahead of 2023 election. The Italoja general and daughter of the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Folashade Tinubu'S has distanced herself from reports in circulation that she threatened to deal with traders of the Southeast region extractions across Lagos State should they decide not to support her father, Bola Tinubu, to become Nigeria's next president next year. Tinubu'S described the reports as unfathomed and baseless, as she never at any time condemned and discredited the Igbo groups in any of the over 50 markets scattered across the state. While urging traders and residents of Lagos to discard the reports, the Iyaloja noted that she had often been an advocate of ensuring that irrespective of one ethnic group, if he resided in Lagos, could have the space to trade in any of the markets. Through a statement released on Monday and made available to newsmen, Tinubu'S stressed that her leadership is for everyone and not particularly for one ethnic group trading across markets in the state. According to the statement, the news that Mrs. Folashade Ojo, the Iyaloja general, has discredited the activities of Igbo community in some major markets in Lagos State is unfathomed and baseless, and I have never at any time condemned or discredited the Igbo groups and traders in any market. It is on record that the Iyaloja general, like her father, is detribalized and tolerant in her disposition as a market leader. Even as I single-handedly installed Igbo descent as Iyaloja in Oluwole Market in Lagos Island and Babaloja in Tejuosho Market Phase 2. All those peddling baseless rumors should find something better to do rather than constituting a nuisance in a harmonious environment. I remain patriotic and ethical in my disposition, and as the Iyaloja general, I belong to and represent the interest of all ethnic groups across Lagos markets. That is what Tinubu's daughter has to say. Personally, I'd have to see evidence that she said this, but I think one thing we also need to realize, which I guess I'm just realizing, is, every member, I can say, I don't know how many children Tinubu has, but you can say that in the nuclear family, himself, his wife, his son, and his daughter, these four are active in the political space. They are known in the political space. Of course, their father has a name, but usually with a lot of politicians, we don't necessarily know their family members like that, apart from their wives. But I think it just shows the level of interest, or I guess dominance, that a family will seek to have when you can even say the children themselves are so into the political space. They are known. The son is doing something particularly different. She is also doing something different, but they are well known in the Lagos market space. It's like they're trying to own different parts of Lagos that belongs to their family or each family member. And I think, some may call it strategic, some may call it, you say a power family. But I think it's really now sinking in how much, Tinubu's family, his influences in Lagos State. Because now, she's what? Iyaloja. We're talking a presence when it comes to the markets in Lagos State, which is pretty big. So I think, okay, fine. So he has 4 children, I've just searched, and we only know of Tinubu'S, Sheyi, and Sheyi Tinubu because they've been in the news a lot of the times. The other 2 children, I'm not really sure of what they do, but I think they probably have something that they're doing. Maybe they just choose not to be open about it. But yeah, you'd say this is, you can get a power family, that we can see. There's so many comments here. The first one states, may God punish her and her family. That's a bit intense. That's not what we need. God will punish anybody that threatens the life of Igbo. Again, this is where we're coming to defend, or Igbos are coming to defend themselves. However, it's a thing where I've not particularly seen, I mean, this is just hearsay. It's like she's defending herself. I've not seen a video. I have not seen, I mean, if it's a thing where there are reports that she's intentionally in the markets trying to gatekeep, and she's gatekeeping certain areas for, that push Igbo people out, or doesn't allow Igbo people to really trade to their fullest extent, then yes, such allegations can hold a lot of weight. Obviously, because it's her father, because he's in the news recently, again, it's the space, right? People are throwing shots at each other left, right, center. It's even hard to even know where the shots are coming from, because the shots are just everywhere. So yeah, I think I can't really say anything and say fine, but I think, those that may not be in support of Tinubu may use different ways to get to him, but I'm sure he's used to this. She debunked the viral falsehood. To me, that is heartwarming and civil. Let's leave it at that. I sense a third party is trying to perpetually separate the Igbos and Yorubas and allow irreversible leadership in the hands of Fulani North. Yeah, I mean, I think, again, I don't know, if you look at Nigeria's history and then try to predict our future, would we ever get to a point where there's literally no tribalism? I mean, look at Julius Nyerere. Like, how did he do it in Tanzania? I mean, I don't think I've studied it as much, but from where the country started, I mean, okay, let's be honest. From when they got independence, they started the work that Nigeria did not do. So you can't fault that. However, it's a thing where it's like, this whole Igbo Yoruba divide, it's so unnecessary. I don't know when we're going to realize it doesn't work for us. I mean, I think we already do realize that it doesn't work to be that divided, because our priorities are so wrong. I mean, instead of us trying to find a leader that we think is best appropriate, we are trying to include everyone to make it seem like as if everything is fair. But it's the thing where it's like, if everyone has integrity, if you all have the same mindset, whoever is in there has to be fair to all. Because again, it's like, will you then justify the wrongs of politicians just because they represent where you're from and represent you and represent your identity? Like, literally, are we really that concerned with identity and how things look and image? Because it seems like that's what it is, because you want to get Christianity in there, you want to get Islam, you want to get Igbos, you want to get the North, you want to get the West, and you want to get all these things in one space. It's just impossible. You can't do that. But now, because we're so concerned about the image and concerned about our identity being represented, we miss the characteristics of what we need to look for, especially somebody like Peter Obi. And I'm like, what? He's literally like a star. He ticks a lot of the boxes that you would qualify for if you were to choose a leader. I mean, let's be honest, we have no options. But him being part of the options is such a clear, in my opinion, I think it's such a clear I mean, like, come on, of course you're going to pick him. But in a country like Nigeria, where the abnormal is normal, he's not the best option for some people. And it's just crazy to see, because if you're going to compare with the options that we have, you'd really question a lot of things. It is what it is. Put what you think about us in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.